Hey guys, how's it going? Richard here with Alien Bros, and today I have a ton of stuff to share with you all. I have some news for you guys and some new information that may be in relation to the Sunspot Observatory being shut down, on top of some footage from someone that was actually crazy enough to go into the abandoned Sunspot Observatory grounds in the surrounding area and take video and post it online. This man is crazy for this, and I can't thank him enough for doing it. To be honest with you guys, the whole situation with this observatory has me a bit worried, because the situation just keeps not only getting stranger, but also it seems like there may be something very negative surrounding it. We'll be delving into this incident a bit more than the last video in regards to the new happenings that may likely be related to the Sunspot Observatory being shut down and what it may indicate for all of us. Remember though, we have not received any true official statement other than the vague line of it being a security issue, which is basically the government's way of giving an explanation without actually having to tell us anything about what is really going on. There will be a lot of stuff to be shared in this video, and as such, we again won't be spending as much time on the UFO sightings as we normally would. Now before we get into the news, let's get into those UFO sightings. The first thing that I want to share comes from our friend over at Alien Protocols, and a link to his original video will be down in the video description, so be sure to go over and check him out after the video and throw him a sub. He has some great stuff, and he sent me one of the most heavily pre-analyzed pieces of UFO footage that I have ever received. This thing, whatever it is, he captured it himself over Vegas, and it is downright strange. I'll go ahead and play the clip for you guys now, and we'll talk a bit more on it afterwards, alright? Now check out this footage.
Okay, there it is. That's my maximum zoom on the camera. It was just overhead, but I couldn't get a video of it. See, now it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. At maximum zoom, yep. It's kind of like a UFO that I have a video of. I think it's from like Peru or Brazil a few years back with spiky ends. In fact, I've drawn one that looks like that. That is so freaking cool. It's just sitting there. I'm gonna try and switch the camera and get a better shot.
So this footage in itself is unique, but the most incredible thing is the amount of analysis that has been done to it. The image has been broken down as I am showing you in these still frames, and what has been deduced from it is that the object appears to have some sort of waves emanating from its body. Alien Protocol said he believes that there is an exhaust plume coming from it, but I have a different idea about what is coming out of this craft. To me, it looks like gravity-altering technology or some form of extreme heat radiation. Whatever it is, it's definitely strange, and it is another good example of a strange-looking UFO, which quite frankly are some of my favorite types to examine, because they're very clearly not from here. Maybe I'm wrong and you guys can find an explanation for this thing, but from what I can tell, I think you caught something truly strange here, and most likely ET. Whatever it is definitely a UFO, and the image analysis proves it to be authentic, so I am at a loss for words here on what he captured. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this footage, and a special thanks to Alien Protocols for catching this footage, sending it over to us, and having it as heavily analyzed as he has. This is truly an incredible sighting. Alright, next I have a UFO sighting for you guys that comes to us from Ontario, Canada, and it was captured on September 5th of 2018. It shows a very strange, slow-moving, and brightly lit UFO that appears to be flying very low to the ground. It also has no visible flashing lights in the first half of the video, and then out of nowhere, one light on the object starts to flash. The witness definitely filmed something strange here. I'll go ahead and play the footage for you guys now, and we'll get into more on it afterwards, alright? Now here it is. Alright, so again, we won't be getting too deep into this one, but I definitely have a few questions about it that I want answered. For one, there is no sound from the object, and it appears to be far away, and also rather large in size. This thing is flying far too low to the ground, and far too slowly to be a plane, and the size of the object and the creepy utter silence of it rules out drones and helicopters in my mind. I may be wrong, but as far as I can tell, it does not fit the bill, and quite frankly, there have been a lot of UFOs filmed here lately that are clearly not a plane or any typical aircraft, yet they transform and change their light patterns to look like one. This is very similar to a recent sighting that we shared where it actually went in reverse, and an orb-shaped object with no flashing lights changed into a disc with multiple flashing lights. This seems to be very similar to me, only unfortunately, this video we can't clearly see what the object looks like in the way that we can with this one. The witness claimed that they initially saw this UFO and thought it could have been a plane, but then realized it was moving far too slow with an unusual white steady light. He filmed it on his phone, and as he was filming, he saw the lights change and start flashing in different colors until it disappeared. Unfortunately, due to the quality of the footage, the flashing light only appeared as white to me. The unusual flight behavior and the lights, however, definitely make this something strange, and I am not too sure what it is. I'm not saying that this is for sure extraterrestrial or anything like that, but I don't have an answer for exactly what it is, so to me and the witness, it is definitely a UFO. And to clarify, I mean it is unidentified. There may be a chance that it could be ET or something along those lines, but I am in no way saying that I know for sure that what the witness filmed here is something ET or anything like that. I am simply going to leave that up to you guys to decide down in the comments. Alright, now I want to share one last UFO sighting with you guys, and this one was originally shared by our friend UFO Man over on his channel, and this shows a UFO over the Japanese island of Okinawa, and it was captured in August of 2017, and this clip honestly speaks for itself. It shows 8 multicolored orbs in a sort of formation hovering over the city. I'll go ahead and play the clip for you guys now, so check it out, and after we can analyze it, and then we'll get into the Sunspot Observatory, the strange happenings correlating with it, and then the crazy footage of the man that was honestly insane enough to go inside the observatory grounds and post footage of it. Now check out this footage. Alright, again, to save time, we won't get too deep into this one. This is a strange sighting which I thought may at first have had a high chance of being drones, but I am honestly not too sure about that anymore. They are in a very sloppy formation, extremely bright, and flash a plethora of colors out of sync. I could be wrong, but something about this sighting just comes across as strange and almost in a way, to me, organic, and it has certainly made me question whether or not what we are seeing here is drones or something else. Very clearly, this is not flares or anything like that due to their formation, movements, and flashing lights, and they are certainly nothing you would see in the sky normally. I think there may be something to this sighting, and I would love to hear what you guys think about it. Maybe one of you knows if this is something that can be easily recreated with drones or not, but the brightness and randomness of the lights just isn't allowing me to buy into that explanation right now. However, feel free to try to change my mind on this down in the comments, and if you have some UFO footage or evidence that you would like us to analyze and potentially share on the channel, then definitely send it over to us with a detailed statement describing your encounter, and we will work on figuring out what it is that you witnessed. Alright, finally, let's get into the real meat of this video. A lot of you have probably already saw in my last video that the Sunspot National Solar Observatory was mysteriously shut down by the FBI without any real explanation aside from security issues. If not, then you should definitely go back and watch our last video to get the details on the situation, and I will link it at the end of this video. However, many of you have likely at least heard about it already from the mainstream media in some degree, and as you have probably already heard, there have been a vast array of strange theories ranging from a planet-sized alien ship caught in observatory images coming our way, to a massive solar flare, or some other disaster potentially hitting the planet, along with a whole host of other theories. While I'm not going to say that any of those theories are correct, and there have been a host of rumors going around regarding 6 other observatories around the world shutting down, which I have been unable to find any credible sources on after searching heavily for them, and as such I will not confirm said rumors as true, nor will I merit them until someone can show me a legitimate source providing this information. What I have learned though is that in the wake of the observatory shutdown and theories, I can indeed confirm to you guys that strangely enough, the SOHO has indeed been shut down by NASA, strangely enough, right around the same time as the Sunspot Solar Observatory evacuation. For those of you that are not aware of what the SOHO is, it stands for the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, which is an observation satellite which transmits a 24 hours a day, 7 days a week live stream of the sun, available to the public. To me, this is very strange, and it has raised some suspicions in my mind. I cannot prove that they are related, but they do correlate extremely well with one another, and it does make me suspicious of something out in space that the government does not want us to see. As for what that is, I'm not too sure. I saw another channel had shared an amateur astronomer's images of the sun taken with nothing more than an iPhone 8 attachment, and appears to have captured something near the sun, although I don't believe that with that caliber of equipment, one could get flawless images of the sun, and I do believe there is a high chance that what she captured may be nothing more than an issue with the lens, and I have seen many people linking that video and promoting the explanation of the images, showing what she and many others are calling an armada of UFOs approaching our planet. I just want to make sure that everyone buying into that theory is aware of how those images were obtained, as I had to dig deeply into it to find this information out for myself, and I feel it is only right that you guys have it as well, so that you can make the judgment for yourselves on whether or not you buy into the images or not, considering how they were obtained. I will not say that they are real or fake, but I will make sure that you guys know the key details so that you can call that for yourselves. Now, back to the SOHO being shut down. They are claiming it is for maintenance, however I am starting to wonder if maybe there is really something out in space that they saw and the government wanted to hide. If any of you have more information on this, then let me know. There has also been rumors of a Chinese spy supposedly spying on the White Sands missile test range from the observatory, however I don't know that I buy into that theory due to, again, a lack of any confirmable source and the strangeness of what has been going on around the world. I have seen many people complaining online over the sun producing massive heat and burning their skin, and there could be something to that, as it has been extremely hot compared to the years before, although I cannot validate this at this time with any hard scientific data. This is simply sourced from the huge numbers of people complaining about it online, and there may be some truth to it, although I will not say that it is 100% fact until there is some scientific data backing it up. Maybe there is something to the claims, but I won't say that there is without any way to scientifically confirm said data. With so much stuff about this going on around the web, it is hard to know what is legitimate, and I encourage you guys that are hearing theories to do deeper research into all of them and try to confirm them before taking them in as factual information. However, there is definitely something strange going on here, and the FBI is 100% hiding something, and I think that there may truly be something going on with our sun. To delve further, scientists have now spoken out about the mystery closure, insisting that the mysterious shutdown is not related to an extraterrestrial encounter. James McAteer, director of the observatory, did not reveal what exactly was behind the evacuation, but he did say that, and I quote, "The telescope did not see aliens, all data will be made public in its unaltered form, nothing is hidden or kept secret." Of course, with the way that our government operates, it is hard to know if what they are telling is the truth or not. They likely were made to fill out non-disclosure agreements regarding the incident, and of course they would not be allowed to give any information on what is accurately going on. This is essentially the equivalent of when the US government denied the existence of Area 51 for decades, until the fact that it even existed was forced out of them in a court of law. They treated this with that level of secrecy, and because of that, I don't buy into a word of what the scientists are saying or the FBI in regards to what caused this, because I am willing to bet that the explanation they give will be incredibly far from the truth. I am not saying that they for sure photographed an alien ship, and I am not confirming any of the theories regarding the cause of this situation as correct online. I am simply going on the record as saying that whatever the explanation they give us is, it is likely untrue, and I think it may be a while before we ever hear what truly caused the mysterious shutdown of this observatory, if we ever do at all. However, I do have one final thing relating to the observatory to share with you all, and that is the footage of the abandoned observatory from the ground taken by a man whose name I don't know, nor do I want to know, for what should be obvious reasons. However, what he did was incredible, and it definitely adds another layer of creepiness to this case. This man went into the locked down grounds of the observatory with his son and went exploring, and it is honestly ominous footage. The footage is about 17 minutes long, so I won't be showing the whole thing here. However, if you would like to watch the whole thing, a link to the channel that put the footage up will be down in the video description. I'll go ahead now and play the highlights of the footage, and we could talk a bit more on it afterwards, alright? Now check it out.
Okay, so I'm at the Sunspot Solar Observatory area where people live inside there too, and it's blocked off. As you can see right there, they got police tape. There was a sheriff behind this abandoned car here, so I don't know what's up with that. And there's literally like a ghost town up here. There's no one to talk to. So there's nothing happening here. Like, it is dead quiet. And usually when you're up here, there's people driving around, and there's some people living here. So that's weird.
Welcome to the National Observatory at the Sacramento Peak. Visiting hours are daily between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. And you're supposed to drive carefully, but it is blocked off on the outside here. And there is this car parked here, so I guess some people had went in there, and the sheriffs are after them, I believe so. Pass the line and see what's up, because some other people did. I'm gonna go see what they say. Like I said, it's a ghost town. All of the houses are empty. Not a soul here. Matter of fact, let's go look. See what this note says on this door over here. It says the laundromat is permanently closed, so they ain't gonna be washing clothes here no more. But this is an old sign. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen, a drone flying by. And you can see this is the main lab, no authorized personnel only. So these labs are empty. Whatever this was, it looks like they just stopped work over there and they left. You can see there's government cars just parked there, left there. To the Sunspot Observatory. As you can see there behind me, the giant obelisk. And let's see. The door is locked. No one is here. Nothing. Nobody. Nobody's here. You can see I got my son with me there. There is not a soul. So we're gonna walk down around this loop here. But yeah, look how big that thing is. It's hundreds of feet up. Actually, let's go to that scenic point first. We're gonna go check out the scenic point I remember as a kid over here, and then see what we could film from there. At the scenic point, and you can see behind me hundreds and hundreds of miles. Across this valley, there's at least 200 straight in that direction, and that's 270 square miles of white sands. Town down here. You can see it. And then the observatory behind me, where it is a ghost town. Again, nobody. Except for one drone did we see up here, and one guy leaving. He said some of the offices were open. We're gonna go see if we can find that. This is some kind of joke, but look what's in the trash bin at the door. The X-Files. Unrestricted access to buildings that look like they were abandoned in a hurry. So talk about some real X-Files going on. And in facilities here, in the trash can, there's the X-Files, unrestricted access at an abandoned government facility that there's not a soul here. There is a weird smell here, and I'm starting to get concerned about that. It's locked. Nobody's home. You can see there's still shit laying around in there. Maybe you can't see it. Anyway, there's just crap everywhere. Tables, chairs, computers. Nobody. We're gonna go check these last couple buildings here. I can't find the post office. I don't know, it's just weird. And then they got their own little private gas station for their stuff. There's not a soul here. There's nothing to see here, folks, except for one big giant mystery on where did all the government people go in a short amount of time, like that fast. It's open to the public. I was actually planning on taking a tour, and now there's nothing. Nobody. The website's still up, like if it's open. There's a couple of articles about it shutting down and you know, support for it in case they get it up and running or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. But it looks like a small crowd has gathered down here at the gate. What's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley. Hi, Ashley. And Ashley got to walk up
Yes.
in a different direction than I went.
Residential zone.
And what'd you say you saw there?
Oh, I went up right to the curve. About 6 houses on my left, 5 on my right. Every single house is empty. There's not one car in any driveway. They're all empty and the blinds are up just enough to have the windows locked with boards.
Wow.
Every single home has their boards slatted.
So what do you
Their
think's
windows
going on
slatted.
here?
I don't know. I mean, I truly don't understand why. We were just talking to this gentleman who used to work for the government. He's saying obviously if it was an active scene, there
Yeah.
would be. I
Yeah.
said, okay, well, if it's inactive and they've left, why do they still have the tape up? Why wouldn't they remove that?
Yeah, I have no idea. And
You
it,
know?
supposedly it just closed down on the 6th, and it's hard for me to believe they cleaned it out that fast.
That fast, that's right. And it really looks prepared. I mean, if you go up there, these houses are completely empty. There's nothing in them.
Yeah, that's
You
just
can't
bizarre.
do that in a day.
No.
You cannot do that in a day.
Yeah, guys, so as you can see, the place is a ghost town, and if you had any doubt about the legitimacy of this news at all, then hopefully this gave you a new perspective on the place's shutdown. It was mentioned in the footage that all of the houses had their blinds set up specifically to prevent anyone from being able to see inside of them, and from the looks of it, it almost appears as if the FBI was looking for something. What that something is, I have no idea. It was mentioned in the footage that the observatory itself was locked, and that some of the offices were apparently not locked. However, there is nothing to really give us any clue about the true nature of the shutdown. The man that took the footage did say he noticed a weird smell there, so maybe it could be related to it in some way. Maybe some form of poisonous gas was released into the area, which would explain the evacuation of residents, but it would not explain what they were searching for. I want to hear what you guys think about this. There are so many theories on the web right now, and it seems like each new piece of evidence and supposedly unrelated occurrence only serves to add to the mystery of this shutdown, and I would very much like to know the truth behind it all. Let me know what you guys think about all this down in the comments. Do you believe that there is some sort of link binding together all of these occurrences? Why do you think that the Soho was shut down as well as the Sunspot Observatory? Let me know what you guys think about all of this, because I am hoping one of you guys can either give me new information or find me a legitimate source confirming or denying the claims that I have said I have been unable to confirm in this video, such as the 6 other observatories shutting down. It is beautiful to see everyone working together to figure this mystery out, and I think that we may very well be able to crack the case if we want the answers bad enough. Uncle Sam can't keep us in the dark forever. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, but stay tuned because there is a lot more coming, and we will have it posted very soon. If you liked the video, then please don't forget to smash that like button on your way out, share it, comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. It really helps us out, and it'll let you guys stay up to date by sending you a message straight to your inbox every time we upload a video, and you could stay on the up and up with all of the latest alternative news. And remember, you have to hit the bell button or YouTube will not notify you when our new videos come out. Unfortunately, just subscribing on YouTube is simply not enough these days, since YouTube seems to want to pick and choose the content that people see, but that won't stop us from moving forward. Also, if you want updates on when our videos will be coming out, then please go follow our Facebook page. The link is down in the video description. And if you have some UFO footage or evidence that you would like us to feature on the channel, then please email it over to us. Our email is down in the description as well, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you guys want to help keep this channel going strong, then buying some of our merch or donating even $1 a month to our Patreon would be extremely appreciated, because YouTube isn't paying us, so this is all out of pocket for us. However, as I have said many times before, we love it and we won't be quitting anytime soon, and I mean that, and I will continue to say that until the day I die and stop making videos. Thanks again for your support, guys. It means a lot to us, and don't forget to browse the channel if you're new and get yourself up to speed. As always, I'm Richard with Alien Bros. I'll see you guys again next video.